Very good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the internal structure of the brain. Actually, the brain is surrounded by the outermost layer called a skull, which is protected the brain from the external environment. From the shocks, also it will protect skull or cranium. We are calling that one cranium, skull or cranium. And coming to the inside of the brain, actually, inside of the brain, the divisions of the brain are forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Before going to this, first I want to discuss with you about the layers. So here three layers we have. Three layers called a meninges. In between a fluid called a cerebrospinal fluid, which will give protection from the shocks to the brain or any external injury is there. It will protect. That fluid will give. Uh, it acts like a shock absorber to the bike, like that. Shock absorber. Yes, it will absorb the shock and gives protection to the brain from the external injury. And skull also gives protection to the brain. And coming to the inside parts, lobes, olfactory lobes are there. So outside, front side here, ventral surface of the brain. If we observe the ventral surface in that scan and all, club shaped olfactory lobes which are useful for sense of smell. Yes, these are concerned with sense of smell purpose. How our brain is identifying smell? Those will visible outside. Front side, if we observe in the scan and all, front side parts are olfactory lobes. First కనిపించేవి olfactory lobes, which are responsible for sense of smell. How we are getting sense of smell? Through our brain only we are getting actually. Through nose, but without our knowing knowledge means brain will receive that sense of smell through these olfactory lobes. మనకు బయట నుంచి చూసినప్పుడు కనిపించేవి స్కానింగ్ లో olfactory lobes, those are responsible for smell. And coming to the parts, forebrain, in that forebrain two parts are there, cerebrum and diencephalon. Cerebrum is responsible for logical thinking, sense of organs, sense of all the organs, hearing, listen, hearing, watching, yes, and taste, everything, smell, everything is responsible. Sense organs all are comes under the functions which are taking place through sense organs. Those all are comes under cerebrum part. And logical thinking, writing skills, extra arts and all we have, whatever we are having, those all are comes under cerebrum. Actually, cerebrum consists of two hemispheres, two lobes. Nanaya, cerebral hemispheres are like this, left and right. Yes, left and right hemispheres are there. Again, these left and right hemispheres are separated, divided into four lobes. Here, the question what they have given means names of those lobes. Left hemisphere and right hemispheres are the two lobes. Basically, cerebrum is divided into two hemispheres, left and right hemispheres. And again, these are divided into four lobes: occipital, temporal, frontal, and parental. What are the responsibilities of those lobes? So here olfactory is for sense of smell. And coming to the cerebrum, two lobes, right and left. Left side helps in writing and logical skills. Writing and logical skills, left side. And coming to the right side, which controls creative skills, creativity. Somebody can able to sing song like that. One person came into media last year. Baby, she's her name Baby. She can sing songs, all songs like as it is in movies only, but she didn't learn any music. Yes, that is the thing she is having as God's grace in his brain, in her brain, not his. She is a female. Yes, and like that, that creative skills. Somebody can able to sing, somebody can able to dance. That creative skills are having only few members. Why? Because the part which is exist in their brain right side of the cerebrum controls those skills. Each and everyone having that, but some people having extra. Why? Because of this variation in that. So left side helps writing and logical skills, right side helps creative skills. So like that, cerebrum is responsible, which receives messages about smell, taste, hearing, sight, touch, like that. So here again the four parts, four lobes. What are those? Occipital is for sense of vision, Nana. Temporal is for sense of hearing. And parental, frontal. Frontal is for voluntary actions. Voluntarily, we voluntarily do something. We want to move, we want to walk, we want to something we want to do. Those all are comes under frontal lobe. And parietal, this processes the temperature, about temperature, outside environment, how we are getting change, how we are getting knowledge, the temperature is hot, cold, like that. How can we identify? With the sense. With this parental lobe capability, we can identify. This processes the information about temperature, taste, touch, sour in taste, bitter in taste, hot, cold. Yes, touching, rough it is, smooth it is, like that. And every movement, these all easy movement, tough movement. Sometimes if we riding a bicycle, sometimes we will feel very smooth to move. Sometimes we will feel hard. These all changes, how can we identify by our brain? This lobe is responsible for that. Parietal. So like that we have four lobes. Yes, give four names of that lobes. Here they have given one question. Those are the names of the lobes I have given, and I have explained that each and every lobe function also I have given. That is about cerebrum. And the function of these already I told you. Yes, logical thinking, memory, reasoning, writing skills, and creative skills. Yes, and also responsible for cold, heat, and pain and pressure. These all are the functions of the cerebrum. And coming to the diencephalon, which is also a part of forebrain. This is rhomboidal in shape and visible from inferior surface of the brain. Inferior means lower, Nana. Superior means upper. In the heart only we have studied about this, inferior and superior. So inferior surface of the brain means lower surface of the brain. We can observe this diencephalon. This is rhomboidal in shape, and it lies between cerebrum and midbrain, which is lies between the cerebrum means cerebrum and midbrain. This white color portion is midbrain, Nana. Midbrain. Why it is small in size means, I will explain now. Wait. Is మిడ్ బ్రెయిన్, ఇది మిడ్ బ్రెయిన్ కి ఇంకా సెరెబ్రమ్ కి మిడిల్ లో ఉంటుంది డైన్సెఫాలన్. అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ థాలమస్ అండ్ హైపోథాలమస్. Actually, hypothalamus controls the pituitary gland. Here they have given hypothalamus. Thalamus responsibilities are, functions are to water balance in our body, BP balance, body temperature, sleep and hunger. All these activities are taken place by the responsibility is going to thalamus, and hypothalamus controls pituitary gland. So this is responsible for growth of our body. Somebody will become large in size, somebody will become సన్నగా అయిపోతారు, లావుగా అయిపోతారు. దిస్ ఈస్ డ్యూ టు ద టెన్స్. కొంతమంది టెన్షన్ పడితే లావ్ అయిపోతారు. సో ఈ కంట్రోలింగ్ అనేది పిట్యూటరీ గ్లాండ్ మీద ఉంటుంది అనమాట, గ్రోత్ ఆఫ్ బాడీ. సో ఆమె అంతే టెన్షన్ పడితే లావ్ అవుతుంది అంటారు. కొంతమంది బక్కగా అయిపోతారు టెన్షన్ పడి. సో ఎందుకు ఆ కంట్రోలింగ్ టెన్షన్స్ కి బ్రెయిన్ కి రిలేషన్ ఉంది కదా. సో ఈ పిట్యూటరీ గ్లాండ్ విచ్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఇన్ బ్రెయిన్ విల్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ గ్రోత్ ఆఫ్ ద బాడీ. సో లైక్ దట్ పిట్యూటరీ గ్లాండ్ ఈస్ దేర్, దట్ ఈస్ కమ్స్ అండర్ హైపోథాలమస్, which functions as master gland. It functions as master gland. Okay, listen children. Here diencephalon finish, Nana. Hypothalamus contains, which controls pituitary gland and which functions as the master gland. And coming to the midbrain, this is small, thick, stacked portion. This connects forebrain and cerebellum. Forebrain to cerebellum, which connects. Midbrain connects these two, and which exists in the pathway. So this is responsible for carrying information to the forebrain from spinal cord to forebrain parts, which is in between this. So here cerebellum we have. So midbrain is responsible for optic lobes of the midbrain, and also here why it is white in color. Only axon myelinated sheath are gray in color. These all are exist here. and those leaves a small space to the midbrain. So like that here midbrain exists in small portion only. And also the function of this is to spinal cord to thalamus. Thalamus which exists in forebrain diencephalon. So which passes the electrical impulses from spinal cord to thalamus part. So that's why in this pathway it is existing like this. In this pathway, spinal cord to thalamus exists in the forebrain. So here forebrain and here it is in between the path. So like this forebrain. Midbrain is useful for passing electrical impulses from spinal cord to thalamus. And reflexes for sight and hearing. Sight and hearing, there is a relation. So optic lobes, optic, the name is itself indicates about vision. Optics means about vision only. So like that it is responsible. Midbrain is responsible for reflexes for sight and hearing mainly. And coming to the hindbrain, which contains cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Here medulla oblongata here Nana, and which connects medulla oblongata connects brain and spinal cord. That's why it is here exists. And coming to the cerebellum, and which is responsible for how we are balancing our body in a posture. Body balance, according to the gravitational force of attraction, we can fall down easily. How can we control our balance with on our both foot? మన పాదాల మీద నిలబడగలుగుతున్నాం. How we are balancing? Because of the cerebellum. So cerebellum is responsible for balancing, body balancing. And also if we are riding a bicycle also, there is need to balance your body and that cycle on the road with on that thin wheels. So that is also possible by cerebellum part. A balancing అనేది cerebellum, ఈ balancing ఇలాంటి postures, dancing and walking, riding a bicycle, running, riding a car, everything is balanced. These type of balances, all physical balances are covered by cerebellum. And medulla oblongata is, yes, idea how to balance, how to give a posture for dance and without falling down. ఆ డాన్స్ కూడా మనం కింద పడిపోకుండా చేయాలంటే ఆ బ్యాలెన్సింగ్, ఆ పోస్చర్ లో మన బాడీకి బ్యాలెన్స్ కావాలి కదా. సో దీస్ ఆల్ బాడీ బ్యాలెన్సెస్, ఫిజికల్ బ్యాలెన్సెస్, వాకింగ్ కానివ్వండి, రన్నింగ్, వైల్ ఈవెన్ దో స్టాండింగ్ కూడా, వీటన్నిటికి బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ ఈజ్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ బై cerebellum. And also here medulla oblongata I told, which connects spinal cord and brain, and also it is responsible for involuntary actions in our body. Involuntary actions, what are those Nana? Breathing, respiratory system, how it is working, digestion, how it is working, and circulation. Without our knowledge, those all are happening in our body. So those all are internal organs which are involuntarily happening in our body. Internal organs, center of cardiac, respiratory, vasomotor, vomitings we are getting sometimes. These all actions are happening through medulla oblongata. Swallowing, coughing, sneezing, vomiting, these are unknowingly sometimes these are happening. Before symptoms we will get, but inside ఏం జరుగుతుందో మనకు తెలియదు. Those all are actions. అవన్నీ ఎలా ఎప్పుడు అలో చేయాలి, వామిటింగ్ ఎప్పుడు అలో చేయాలి, అది కూడా బ్రెయిన్ అలో చేస్తేనే వామిటింగ్ విల్ కమ్స్. So these all are happening by medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata is responsible for that, and which also connects the brain and spinal cord. So like that we have the structure of the brain. What are the three main parts? Forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain lo again two parts, cerebrum, diencephalon. Midbrain lo optic lobes. Midbrain is small in portion because small, white color portion is very small because only those are living. What are those? Axons. Myelinated axons are leaving small portion for the midbrain. That's why it is very small. White color portion is very small. Remaining is gray in color because of myelinated axons presence. Those are gray. Those portion is gray in color. And here corpus callosum consists of the set of axons, Nana. Interconnecting axons. Here lot of axons, millions of axons. I told you that. Yes, in that. And that also I will send you picture. Picture పంపలేదు కదా. Corpus callosum consists of 200 million axons that interconnect two hemispheres. Left and right interconnections ki middle లో corpus callosum. Yes, motor and sensor performances. Sensory means through sense organs. It is coming through sense organs. And motor means brain to the muscles. So these all are left and right side of the brain, controlled by corpus callosum, which interconnects the axons, sensory and motory. So the performances are controlled by corpus callosum. And here cerebral cortex means the outer layer of the cerebrum, nana. Hemispheres ke outer layer untundi kada, that is cortex. Cerebral cortex we are calling. So which also cortex also separates the two hemispheres. Cerebral cortex will separate two hemispheres, left and right. So like that. And pons varoli acts like a, here they have given a pons varoli. So this is like a bridge, nana. Bridge of Verulium. So this allows the control of breathing, communication between the parts of the brain. Sensations such as hearing, taste, which controls the parts of the brain, which controls all the parts of the brain. In that breathing, communication lo parts ni control chesedi. That is that bridge. And also it signals from forebrain to the cerebellum, which also gives signals to the forebrain to cerebellum. Here separately we have here this small part, this round part is cerebellum, and here the entire is called as comes under forebrain. Here only we have here diencephalon, and here left and right parts of the cerebrum, like that. This is midbrain and corpus callosum is here. And one more video also I sent you na, in that lobes also they mentioned parental where, frontal where, temporal where, all they have mentioned. That's why I sent that also as video to you. Observe that one also. And this is about your class. Thank you for nice class with you.